Hi there, this is your host Rinku Rana, and welcome to the new episode of Simplifier, where we try to solve the complex problems of work, life, and relationships. In this episode, we will try to let you know why compassion is important in our life and why it is a key to live a simpler life. So, let's get started with the compassion first. So, compassion first of all, before going to a compassion, let me tell you that it is not related to the empathy. Empathy is something which you feel about the others. It's a feeling that you hold or that you perceive about the others. While compassion is an action. When you feel something for the others, when you feel pain for the others, you try to solve that pain. You try to help the other. This is compassion. This is the action. While in empathy, you just feel the pain of others, and it is your option whether to help or not. While when you help, it generally comes under the compassion. When you don't help, it remains the empathy. So compassion is the key of a simpler life. Why? Let me tell you before going for any further. What is the current status of the empathy and what is the current status of compassion? In recent research, I was seeing that the empathy quotient in the humans are degrading day by day, and it is touching new low. While there is no doubt about the compassion, as we told earlier, that compassion is a step further of empathy, and while we can see that the empathy quotient is getting new low, we can easily guess that compassion is nowhere near to that, and it is very low than the empathy itself, because in today's age empathy is rare, so compassion can be the rarest thing of anything that human holds. So why this compassion is important? Through the Buddhist perspective, the compassion is not only limited to the human beings, but it is extended towards everything surround us. It can be your bag, it can be your laptop, it can be the task you are performing. So why to hold compassion for everything? According to Buddhist, we are interconnected by the web of everything. Our every action has a ripple effect. I can't give you an example of anything. You can easily guess that, or if you can easily think of your any action which has some reaction after that. It can be towards your job. It can be towards your any task which you performed, and you have a certain ripple effect around you. Mind you that if you think that there is no ripple effect, tell you frankly that everything has a ripple effect. It is not visible, but it has a ripple effect on your mind. You learn by your action, and your action has a ripple effect. You keep on learning that, you keep on doing that, and if you keep again and again doing that, that means if you are doing something wrong, your mind is developing like that. So there is a ripple effect, if you can see or if you can't see. So compassion is very important in our life. Let's come to the question of the week, which is related to compassion itself. There is a man in mid 40s, and he is currently not attracted towards his wife due to his obesity, and he loves her. In the final whatever we had, he told me that he loves her, but he's not physically attracted towards her anymore. And they tried many things to overcome this issue, but nothing works, because he thinks that his wife is not supportive in the form of doing something for herself or her body. So let's take this question further. And as I told him, as I'm telling you, that compassion is key for everything. Compassion for your wife, for his wife in that case, is very important. I told him that hold a compassion for your wife. You don't know what kind of things she is going through. And the second thing, there might be some kind of psychological barrier, and it was difficult for her to pass through those psychological barriers, and there might be some kind of habits which are difficult for her to forfeit, or you can say that it was difficult for her to leave those habits. So there are many things which he should consider, which you should consider as a human being. If you are in a relationship with somebody, you should have compassion for her. And second of all, if you love her, you don't need any reason to love her more, or to love her like the way you did love her earlier. It applies to both males and females. So you should have compassion for her feeling that why this thing keeps on happening, why she's finding difficult for the things which you want to do, and she cannot do that. And let me tell you one more thing here which come across me is the impermanence. Like, there is nothing permanent in this world. Change is the only constant in this world. And if you think that everything remains constant, that is your misconception about this world. You as a person will get old, and certainly will get die. Our bodies which we are carrying certainly get old, certainly get wrinkles, certainly get at that stage where we cannot walk, we cannot talk easily. So change is the only constant, and we should embrace that change. And if you are thinking about your past, how she was looking, she looked like an angel earlier years, but now she doesn't look like that anymore. So this is your fault. You need to think about that perspective, that you are also changing. You are not the same person as you were in your early ages. So for me, the answer for this question is simple. Have compassion for her, and think about the concept of impermanence, that nothing is permanent in this world and everything is changing its state. So this is a thing, you should develop a compassion for her, and try to find the psychological barriers she might be getting through. Try to support her, try to find why she's like that. The compassion is the only key, and the answer is simpler. But if you want to make it complex, it will remain complex to you, and there may be many questions arise in your mind. Try to solve them together, and you will find the way. So going further, there is another question: what qualities do you cherish in your partner beyond the looks? Going further in this question, this is kind of very straightforward question for anybody, but from the deeper perspective, this question is very difficult and easy to answer at the same time, because qualities can be internal. It shouldn't be the external thing which is visible to everyone. Although some people do like those things, but for me, kindness, sense of humor, intelligence, or compassion, these all things can be qualities to cherish in a partner. Second question which come forward from this question is, have you supported each other through challenges in your marriage? Yes, every marriage faces challenge, and we support each other with reflecting our past, how we did that thing in earlier stages. We are open to talk to each other, and everybody should be like that. Everybody should be talking to each other. Everyone should be open to the questions. Be vulnerable. Don't open your defense gates. So it is important to open up the conversation and find a peace with themselves. The next question which come forward from this is, how do you practice compassion towards your partner, yourself, about these changes? Everyone is changing. Every person is changing, and acknowledging the change is the only key here to develop a deeper sense of understanding between each other. It is not limited to the parent, to the husband or wife relationship. It is extended towards your parents, towards your children, because you can see that nothing is permanent. Like once your child was 1 year old, now it is 18-year-old or 20 years old. He is also growing, and same applies to your parents. Everyone is growing, and you should hold a compassion not only to your wife or your husband, but your parents as well, because as they are growing old, they are also facing some kind of problem as your parents. They might not hear properly, they might not able to speak properly, they might not walk properly. So you should have compassion towards them and feel the pain and act also as well. So this is the extended episode of the Simplifier. See you next week with a new episode, and we try to solve a new problem and have compassion for others, for your environment, for your task, for the work you do. Compassion is a key for simplifying. Till then, goodbye.